Out perfectly. All right, so there are a few things that are very important when it comes to burning fat and getting fit without a gym membership, gym access, or anything like that. Hey, this light's kind of fucked up. It's kind of right. There we go. All right, so yeah, getting fit without gym access, a gym membership, or something like that can be challenging if you don't know what you're doing. And actually, it almost can leave you kind of in limbo for a while if you actually just don't set up a strategy on how to actually make that happen. So this is actually called No Gym, No Problem for a reason, and that is once you learn how to do it, it's actually very easy, it's very fun, and you learn a lot along the way. So my story was when I was actually, how I learned how to do this was when I was like 50 pounds overweight. I was actually just coming out of college, and I had really 3 months to get back into into the best shape of my life. So to me, I had to make it happen, and that's kind of where it starts. Before anything else, you have to have this desire that you want to make it happen, because it is a little bit more challenging if you don't have a gym membership, but it is still incredibly possible. So after I came to the point where I was like, I need to make this happen. There was kind of a little bit of a struggle of motivation of like, am I really going to do this? Is this possible? What I found out was that the struggle of motivation was actually because I didn't entirely have a full degree of certainty that it actually was possible. And it wasn't until I said, all right, I can achieve this, I can absolutely do this, that it started to be fun, and I started to be very motivated to do it. So learning to motivate yourself with that certainty is actually very important. So again, that goes with anything that you're doing. If you have a higher degree of certainty in the fact that what you're going to do, the effort that you're going to put in is going to get you that result, then you're going to continuously do it, and motivation is not a problem. When you don't have the certainty that what you're going to do is actually going to get you anything you want, that's where motivation struggles kind of come into play. So from there, again, I touched on this yesterday, but it's so important. And if you took one concept out of this video that had nothing to do with working out, it would be focus on the things that you can do in your life that are the most effective, that are going to get you the biggest result with the least input of energy and time or money or resources just in general, because we all want that max return from everything that we do. So from there, after I figured out that motivation piece and I really got things dialed in, it came down to having to then learn, like I mentioned earlier. It's almost like you don't know how to do it, because like it can be challenging. So rather than kind of staying stagnant with what I could have done and just been like, you know what, I'm not going to do this because it's going to be difficult, it actually ended up teaching me a lot along the way, because along the way I had to learn exercises, routines, habits. I really had to develop myself, because when you do have to just not have an environment that you can go and work out in that's going to be motivating to you, because everyone should know that if you go to a gym, it's kind of like it switches you on to that, I'm in the gym mode, I drove here, so you know what, I got to put this workout in. But if you don't have a gym membership and you can't get a gym membership for any reason, you have to do that at home where you're usually most comfortable. So I learned how to learn those, I learned how to get those exercises dialed in and everything like that. And from there, it came down to 4 basic things. All right, 4 very basic things that I still use today that are actually so awesome, because I learned how to be more efficient with the exercises that I could do, and I learned how to maximize my results that I got from the time I could put in, to now how I use it is I have more time to do my business, I have more time to do things like this, and I know that my health is working out perfectly, which is awesome. So number 1, all right, and this is so simple, so very simple, but sometimes it's the really simple things that make a huge difference, and that is sprints. So if you want to burn fat without a gym membership, sprints are something you can do anywhere, anytime. I don't care if you're traveling, you can do it in the hotel, the hallway, in the way to your room. I mean, literally, sprints are amazing because they actually just kick your body into full gear. Every cell, every bit of your body has to respond to do a sprint. Your body has to just fire up. It fires up your hormones, your emotions. It gets you going biochemically. so that you're just turned on, literally, in the sense of it, you're just ready to go. So that is number one, is sprints. Those are going to help you burn fat. They're going to help you feel fucking awesome, which is very important to you achieving your fitness goals. And they're quick. They're super quick. You know, you can get a whole an incredible workout within 5 minutes of doing sprints. And there was actually a study that I read that was really mind-blowing, and I hope it's the same for you. And what it was that they took a group of people that they had to do sprints, and they had another group of people bike. All right, and the people that did sprints simply did 5 sprints for 20 seconds, interspersed with 10 seconds of rest in between. And the biking group biked for 5 hours in that week. So let's just put it in this case, you did basically 4 minutes of a workout 5 days in a row versus 1 hour of a workout 5 days in a row. And the results actually in what ended up happening for their overall physical development, their improvement of physical fitness, was that the people who did the sprints equaled the people who did 5 hours of biking. So it's almost, I'm just going to throw out math here. I'm not doing this with the calculator, but basically it's 10 times more effective at minimum. I'm shooting it low. So you could spend 5 minutes doing sprints 5 times a week, and you would be equally improving your fitness as to someone who spends 5 whole hours biking. Okay, so that is huge. All right, that's a major key. So number one is sprints. Number two, actually, let me go back to number one real quick. If you can do the cardio in the morning too, it's even better. That's because it allows you to burn more fat. And if you're burning more fat, that is the whole key if you want to get fit. It's all about burning fat if you're trying to get very fit. And we can talk more about how you can actually still build muscle while burning fat. But that is for a whole nother video, because that gets pretty scientific, and a lot of people actually don't believe that's possible, but it is. But again, I might have to talk about that tomorrow. It's a very important topic. But number two, and I mentioned this before, is fasting. So let's say you hit your sprint right away in the morning. What you then want to do is not eat until noon or 2 p.m. Now, most of you might have heard of the intermittent fasting type regimen, and I got to tell you, it works. It literally works, and it doesn't only work physically, it works emotionally by just literally changing your biochemical state and bringing, you know, your body and your mind in alignment. That's really what fasting does. So that is the second way that you burn fat and get fit without a gym. And I will touch on this as I did about a few minutes ago. This is how I'm able to spend so much time working on my business and still be very, very healthy. If more entrepreneurs knew this, there would not be unhealthy entrepreneurs. Honestly, people, by and large, if more people knew the power of fasting in itself, by and large, we'd have much less instances of obesity and all these other related illnesses, because it is literally, and I've been saying that a lot, but I'm just so emphatic and excited about these 4 things. It has been proven that fasting cures all types of things. It brings, you know, your body into a better state, like I said. So before I go too long on that, because I could talk about that forever, I'll go into number 3, and that is calisthenics. So you look at a gymnast. Gymnasts have amazing, phenomenal bodies. Like, they are just structurally built to be incredibly strong. And you know, some of them might lift weights, but the majority of the time they're in there doing body weight type exercises, of course the rings as well and things like that, pommel horse, whatever. But they're doing tons of acrobatic exercise. They're doing, you know, pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups, you know, all these things literally all day. And that creates incredible physiques, phenomenal health, and you can do it anywhere, anytime. You don't need a gym membership. And so if you can start to dedicate yourself to do a little bit of calisthenics every day, it is amazing how fast you can actually improve your ability to rep out more calisthenics and just generally enjoy it. I will share in tomorrow's video actually my favorite calisthenic exercise, and you probably have never even heard about it. And it's incredibly powerful, especially if you want to develop your core, your core strength and things like that. But that I will talk about tomorrow as well. So, and number 4 is supplementation, because the proper supplementation really does accelerate things. It makes it easier for you to achieve your goals. You can have a little bit more freedom in what you're trying to accomplish. And that is actually why I invented Aum, is because it helps you burn fat. It helps you focus. The big thing for me, the big challenge that I used to experience was the fact that I didn't want to drink coffee all the time, and you can't really drink it too late or else you're not sleeping great. And I didn't want to drink tea all the time. I actually got kind of bored of them. So I made something that allows you to not only get the positive benefits of those things, but also the positive benefits of its own power, and that is burning fat. It has essential nutrients such as your proteins, and then essential plant compounds as well, which really do amazing things. And so you don't have to take my word for it only. I will actually drop a link in the comments how you can check it all out. You can look at everything on there. There's a whole list of all the ingredients, their benefits, and what it could actually do to help you. So if you have any questions, go ahead and shoot me a message. Other than that, that was really it. So to recap, number 1 is sprints. It is the most time efficient, body empowering exercise that you can do, and you can do it anywhere, anytime, and do it in the morning if you can. But number 2 would be fasting. So breaking down, not eating all day is actually going to change your health a lot. It gives you more energy, it makes you feel better, and it's pretty fucking awesome once you really get into it, especially when you see results. So that is number 2. Number 3 is calisthenics. So learning to enjoy the fact that you can self-motivate yourself, work out anywhere. Your body is literally a gym. You can do push-ups, you can do sit-ups, you can do squats. And if you just do those a lot, and with a principle that I'll talk about tomorrow, you can really achieve excellent results without a gym membership. You can get fat, you can get fat. You can get fit, you can burn fat without a gym membership. So that is that. And number 4 would be supplementation. So taking things that are going to support you in that fasting, because it can be difficult, especially when you're first starting. So you're going to want that natural energy, which you can get from Aum. And that I'm going to drop a URL that you can click on and check out my product that we're launching. It's actually launching September 1st, but I'm so excited about it that on this live, I'm just going to drop it here right now, because I hope you can get a chance to look at it, because we do have a limited supply. This stuff is going to sell out. It's a fact. So check it out right now. If anyone has any questions, I will stick around. But if not, then I'm out of here. I got some things to do. I'm really enjoying this. It's actually a lot of fun, especially talking about things that I really am passionate about. Hopefully it's helping people to learn and to kind of rethink about their situations, or to get more strategies to accomplish whatever they want to accomplish. So that is that. And if you have any comments or questions or concerns, just let me know. So that is it. You have an excellent rest of your day. Thank you very much for coming.